Hey guys, welcome back to Floki's Models. Going to be painting and finishing Eduard's 148 scale F6F-3 Hellcat today. But first, I want to wire up this engine. The kit comes with a photo etch harness, but I just don't like the look of the flat photo etch, so I'll be using small gauge wire instead. The first thing I do is drill some holes to accept 2 wires each. Then I drill a smaller hole on each cylinder where the spark plug would be. With all my holes drilled, I move over to the spray booth and give the cylinders a coat of Tamiya X18 Semi-Gloss Black in preparation for Alclad aluminum. I also paint up the prop at this stage too. Once that semi-gloss black is dried, I can then give the engine and prop a coat of Alclad aluminum. The prop gets a coat of hairspray in preparation for chipping later. Then a final coat of Tamiya XF1 flat black for the prop. Now I can start wiring up the engine. First by CA gluing 2 wires per hole that I had drilled earlier. Once the CA glue has had more than enough time to cure, I trim the wires down and then thread one through each cylinder and pull it through. For the plug wire on the back side of each cylinder, I just CA it in place over the top of the cylinder. How it looks all wired up. Adding the data placards to it. Moving back over to the spray booth, here is the paints I would be using. AK Real Colors Insignia White, Intermediate Blue, and Sea Blue. Mr. Color 351. Tamiya FX69 Nato Black. And Mr. Color 326 Insignia Blue. And AK Gauzy Agent for my gloss coats. First color to go down is Mr. Color 351 thinned 1:1 with Mr. Leveling Thinner. This is sprayed for the inside framework for the cockpit. Next color is Tamiya XF69 Nato Black, thinned 1:1 with Mr. Leveling Thinner. I use this for my pre-shading and my modeling coat. Now for the first camo color to go down. I'm using AK Real Colors Insignia White, again thinned 1:1 with Mr. Leveling Thinner. I first do a modeling coat with this color, then I start working panel by panel. Then after I hit all the panels, I give a overall unifying coat to blend it all together. A comparison of the two wings. Now to start working on the top side in the same way. The camo scheme I've picked has a white tail and spine. It's pretty unique, so that's the reason why I picked it. Next color down is AK Real Color Intermediate Blue, again thinned 1:1 with Mr. Leveling Thinner. And the last camo color to go down is AK Real Color Sea Blue, again also thinned 1:1 with Mr. Leveling Thinner. I really like the look of painted on markings over decals, and always try to paint on as much as I can. I cut these on my silhouette portrait cutter. To keep the mask all together, I take a scrap piece of vinyl and stick it over the entire mask. Making sure it's in the correct place before rubbing it down. Now back to the spray booth again. First I lay down a coat of AK Real Color Insignia White. This is again thinned 1:1 with Mr. Leveling Thinner. I then line up the bars and the star. Then spray a coat of Mr. Color 326 Insignia Blue. Then it's time for my favorite part, peeling the mask off to see them finished markings. Here I wanted to show the new Eduard decals and how the carrier film can be removed after the decal is set. Now for a pen wash using Floki Light with a drop of dark dirt just put into it to give it a little bit darker hue. Floki shows just slathering the entire model with the wash, let dry, then remove the excess with a moist paper towel. I like to use it as a pen wash. It takes a lot longer, but I think it looks a lot better in the end. Then once dry, a moist paper towel pulled in the direction of the airflow cleans up the excess pretty fast. Now to glue the engine into place, using some CA glue. And the canopy is glued into place using microscale crystal clear. Followed by the mask that I've broken off at least a dozen times. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments what you think of the build. Also, subscribe if you haven't yet. It would really mean a lot to me. I've had a lot of fun with this one. And yes, I did realize that I forgot to glue the guns into place till after I took the final photos. I promise they are in place now. Again, I had a lot of fun with this, but I think I'm going to go back to armor for my next build. Again, thank you all so much, and stay tuned for many more builds to come.